Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code DTC P0134 refers to a malfunction in the air-fuel AF sensor's heater system, particularly sensor 1. This issue is indicated when the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system detects a fault with the ability of the heater within this sensor to regulate temperatures effectively. The AF sensor plays a crucial role in the vehicle's engine management system, optimizing fuel efficiency and emissions by monitoring the air-fuel mixture. Sensor 1 is typically located upstream of the catalytic converter in the exhaust manifold area. It is vital for the electronic control unit, ECU, or powertrain control module, PCM, as it uses this data for adjusting fuel injection rates. Prior to initiating repairs, it's essential to consider any accompanying DTCs, specifically DTC P0135, which may take precedence in your troubleshooting. Understanding and addressing these codes in sequence can simplify the diagnosis and increase repair effectiveness. The AF sensor, sensor 1, is strategically positioned before the catalytic converter in the exhaust system. Its primary role is to measure the amount of oxygen in the exhaust gases, which enables the engine's air-fuel mixture to be adjusted for optimal performance. When the heater system for this sensor malfunctions, it can hinder the sensor's ability to provide accurate readings. This disruption can lead to poor fuel efficiency, increased emissions, and potential damage to the catalytic converter. Additional components wired to the AF sensor include the powertrain control module, PCM, which processes the information gathered by the sensor to modulate the engine's fuel system functions. The PCM and AF sensor typically communicate through wiring harnesses, making the condition of these connections critical for operational integrity. Several potential issues can lead to the DTC P0134 being triggered in Honda CRVs. First and foremost, a failure within the AF sensor's heater element can occur, meaning the sensor is unable to reach an operational temperature. Next, poor electrical connections, such as corroded, loose, or damaged wiring, can disrupt the electrical current necessary for the heater's functionality. Faulty components like the PCM, or powertrain control module, or associated relays, such as the PGMFI sub-relay, can also contribute to this malfunction. If any additional DTCs are stored, especially related to the same sensor, they should be addressed first. Each of these components plays an integral part in the overall functionality of the vehicle's emission system, making it crucial to check each potential failure point during the troubleshooting process. When dealing with DTC P0134, various symptoms may become apparent. One of the more significant signs is that the engine may experience stalling, particularly if the sensor fails completely. Drivers might also notice a decrease in fuel efficiency as the engine struggles to maintain the ideal air-fuel mixture due to inaccurate sensor readings. Additionally, because the A-function sensor is directly tied to emissions control, increased emissions may be observed, potentially causing the vehicle to fail emissions tests and alerting the driver to potential environmental issues. If these symptoms present themselves, it serves as an immediate indication that diagnostic testing and corrective actions should be undertaken. The combination of engine performance issues can lead to serious long-term damage if left unresolved. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0134 is to initiate the vehicle's ignition by turning the switch to the on position. This action powers up the vehicle's electronic systems without starting the engine yet. Next, utilize the HDS, or Honda Diagnostic system, to clear any previously recorded diagnostic trouble codes. This step ensures a clean slate for the troubleshooting process, eliminating any unrelated issues that may interfere with identifying the current problem. Once the codes are cleared, start the engine and allow it to idle under no load conditions, specifically in either the park P or neutral N position. It is crucial to observe until the radiator fan activates, as this indicates that the engine has reached its operating temperature, and that the AF sensor should be functional under these conditions. After starting the engine and allowing it to idle, check the HDS for any pending or confirmed DTCs. This includes not just DTC P0134, but it is essential to evaluate all recorded trouble codes. Confirmed DTCs indicate present issues, while pending DTCs suggest problems that may arise during normal operational conditions but have not yet triggered a fault. Documenting these results helps in understanding if the problem is consistent or intermittent. If DTC P0134 is indeed indicated, proceed to the next steps of replacing the AFAT sensor. Conversely, if no issues are confirmed, it may suggest an intermittent failure, possibly linked to poor electrical connections, which require further inspection for any loose terminals or wiring issues. If it is confirmed that DTC P0134 is active, the next critical troubleshooting step is to replace the A/F sensor, referred to as sensor 1. Ensuring a proper seal and connection during this replacement is vital to prevent any errors that could be easily missed. After the replacement, repeat the process of clearing the diagnostic trouble codes using the HDS to reset the system. This action ensures that the newly installed sensor can be calibrated correctly and helps to prevent the vehicle from continuing to report old errors. Following the parts replacement, it would also be beneficial to conduct a verification procedure to confirm that the issue has indeed been resolved and the DTC does not reappear. The next step involves specific actions taken after replacing the AF sensor. First, again turn the ignition switch to the on position, powering the vehicle's electronic systems without starting the engine. Follow this by resetting the powertrain control module, PCM, using the HDS. Resetting the PCM allows it to relearn vehicle conditions and adapt accordingly after installing a new AF sensor. After the PCM is reset, perform the idle learn procedure, which is important for the engine control settings. This process allows the PCM to gather data about the engine's idle position under the new conditions, ensuring that the sensor operates efficiently and accurately during all driving conditions. The final troubleshooting step involves monitoring the onboard diagnostic OBD status through the HDS. You will be looking for the categorization of the DTC P0134 as passed, failed, or not completed. A passed result indicates that the vehicle systems have verified functionality and that the sensor replacement has likely resolved the issue. If the result is failed, the troubleshooting process must revert back to step 1 for further investigation as the problem persists. If the indication is not completed, it denotes that the test conditions did not allow for a clear assessment, and the current driving conditions should be maintained until further results are available. Ensuring these conditions are met will facilitate a precise diagnosis and appropriate response to any remaining faults. After completing all troubleshooting steps, it's essential to perform a final repair verification process. Confirm that there are no additional DTCs present in the system, ensuring that the replacement part functions correctly and that the fault has been entirely resolved. Be sure to assess the vehicle's performance post-repair, especially focusing on fuel efficiency and engine responsiveness, as these reflect the efficacy of the repair. If necessary, conduct a test drive to replicate general driving conditions, observing if any issues reappear. This final verification stage is crucial for ensuring that the vehicle operates optimally and that all systems are functioning as intended. Completing this process prevents future complications, and promotes long-term reliability. Preventive maintenance plays a significant role in avoiding future occurrences of DTC P0134 and related issues. Regularly inspecting your vehicle's sensors, including the AF sensor, can identify wear or damage before a malfunction disrupts performance. It is also essential to monitor the electrical connections and wiring, as corrosion and loose connections can lead to fault codes and repairs. Drivers should remain vigilant for any abnormal vehicle behaviors, such as engine stalling or decreased fuel efficiency, and report these symptoms for early detection. Implementing these preventative strategies can significantly enhance the longevity and reliability of your vehicle's emission system components. Regular maintenance not only reduces repair costs, but also supports optimal vehicle performance over time. In conclusion, the diagnostic process for DTC P0134 involves several critical steps aimed at resolving the AF sensor heater system malfunction. Understanding each step, from verification to parts replacement and system monitoring, is essential for effective troubleshooting. Recognizing the symptoms, such as engine stalling or decreased fuel economy, allows for timely intervention that can prevent further damage. Equally important is the implementation of preventive measures to ensure the longevity of your vehicle's systems. By establishing a regular maintenance routine, drivers can avoid complications arising from sensor malfunctions and enhance the overall lifespan of their Honda CRV. Remember, vigilance and proactive maintenance are your best defenses against operational failures in your vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.